Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. So Nikke has officially posted out the NAGA stuff. I mean, we already knew what she did, so this doesn't really need a video on talking about like what she does. We're just gonna really go over the important facts about this character before you summon for her, right? So I guess this is the before you summon slash I guess reading her kit, but mainly before you summon, because I've already done like so many videos on this character. At this point in time, we already know what she does. So yeah, but make sure you guys subscribe and like. We're trying to get 8,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So, right. So obviously NAGA is, a shotgun character supporter. She's a character who literally needs to be paired up with a shielder. So before you do decide to summon, which I believe she drops, when does she drop? Let me figure out when she dropped. All right, so I guess she's gonna drop at 11 p.m. on Wednesday, right? Because remember, this character actually, like, they won't have a maintenance for this update since it's already in the game essentially, right? These characters are already in the game. I guess they just need to have like a short, like, it's probably not much for them to have all this stuff come out, I guess, but it doesn't say there's going to be any maintenance or anything like that. So I guess there's no real maintenance, but she will drop at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. EST on the 4th, which is a Wednesday. So I'll be live with face cam on, right? I mean, but yeah, I'll be live with face cam and all that stuff, summoning for her and everything. So if you guys want to come in through and watch that, we can watch that. Now, one thing about NAGA is that this is a character who just will not work unless you have a shielder with her, and that's also a problem because all the other shielders in the game are burst 2 besides 2 specific ones, right? Which is obviously Blanc and Senti. So if you don't have Blanc and Senti, you have no business summoning for this character unless you know 1,000,000% you're going to be going for Tia. Right, obviously she's meant to be paired up with Tia, but the only alternative options would be Blanc and Senti, and that's if, only if, they end up working with her, right? Because if you, like, let me pull up these 2 kits, for example. Senti's shield says, creates affects all allies, creates a shield equivalent to 30% of the caster's max HP, which protects all allies from damage. I think Tia says the exact same. But she, yeah, I guess it's the same thing. No, I guess it's different, right? Generates a shield. We need to wait for Tia's to come out, right? Because if Tia's animation comes out and she uses her burst skill and everybody has a shield, like everybody has a blue shield on their HP, then I know for a fact that NAGA will not work unless she's paired up with Tia. Right, because the whole thing about NAGA, it seems like she wants her to be paired up with or it wants her to have a shield on her specifically. Right? If you read her kits here, it says what's it called? Activates when applying a shield. And let me open up the game to show you. Well, first off, before we get to that, obviously, yeah. So it looks like there's just gonna be no update maintenance at all because everything is in the game. This is Diesel's free outfit. And again, I don't like it because it's just this, but just lighter. Like, it's free, so I don't care. But let me pull up these characters. If you pull up this NAGA chick right here, you're going to see that it applying a shield. The skill that activates when a protective shield effect is used. Protective shield here refers to the shield set up before self, right? So I don't know what that means right there, but it says set up before self. I guess technically that would mean like if a shield is up before. No, because even if it was before, like, because again, these descriptions are not referring to their kits, right? Before self, I guess it's like in front of her, like it's on her type thing, right? That's what that would mean, right? In the case when a shared protective shield is used, the protective shield effect is only considered used when the designated target is yourself, right? So we could go to Senti and see if it says anything like that as well, or even Blanc. Does it say the same thing? Shield. So there's a difference. It does the shield in front. This shield cannot be cannot be dispelled by a buff skill. Your protector shield target. Yeah, they're different. So applying a shield and having a shield up are different. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see it how that works clearly, but there's no question that applying a shield and having a shield on you are two different things, right? Like just a regular shield and applying a shield is different. It seems like when it says applying shield, the shield has to be on her. And I know for a fact when we see Tia's burst skill and her animation, if she uses her burst skill and everybody has the shield on her, then I know for a fact that Naga literally will not work unless Tia is on her, because everybody else has a shield, but it's on them. Tia seems to be the character who's going to put a shield on every ally individually. So we'll see what that looks like. But realistically, even if she does end up working with Senti and Blanc, if you don't have them and you are not going for Tia, do not summon for this character. She gets mainly her effects from having a shield on her. I mean, the recovery of cover HP is still there. After 12 normal attacks, you're still getting the damage Delta Core by 40% for 5 seconds. With 5 normal attacks, you are still getting the 16% attack buff for, just using her burst skill. But the other big effects, 85% damage dealt when attacking the core and 31% attack buff of the caster's attack is big when having a shield. So it's definitely a character you want to have because she's a very good character, but she's really good when you have her pulled up with a shielder. So again, these are all the shielders in the game, but the thing is, all these shielders from Bali, Fu Quang, and Arya, they're all burst 2 shielders. Well, all of the shielders are burst 2 shielders besides Tia. Not only that, Naga's a burst 2 character, and Polly and Arya heal on or give a shield on their burst skill, so you can't use them because you want to be able to use Naga's burst skill. And then Fu Quang gives a shield on her second skill or her first skill and her burst skill. They just take long to go up. Not to mention it's for 2 allies with the highest attack. So Naga won't be getting them as well. So right, Naga won't have the highest attack whatsoever. So literally the only options, if you can use other characters who have a shield with her, would be Blanc and Senti. And Tia. Only Tia, Blanc, and Senti are the characters who would work with her. And that's only if these two are able to work with her. If they don't, then it would just be Tia. So I would say really only summon for this character if you know 1,000,000% you're going to be going for Tia as well. But I'll do it again, I'll be doing live testing of this character and stuff like that. So we'll figure all that stuff out. I have all the shielders besides Tia because she's not in the game, but we'll test her out with all the shielders and stuff. I mean, only the 2. Again, she won't work with the other shielders because they are also burst skill users and burst 2 burst skill users, so it's not really worth it there. Those are the really important things you need to remember before you decide to summon. This is a character who you really want to have with a shield. Of course, you can still use her even if she's not with the shields, but you're losing massive buff attacks, massive buff damage and attack buffs. Right? There's no way you're going to give up 85% damage dealt when attacking the core and 31%, additional 31% of the caster's attack. Right? That's an additional for both of them. An additional 35% or 85% with the 40%, additional 31% with the 16% when using a burst skill. And because she's a burst 2, you realize this could be paired up with someone like Litter. Right? Not only that, if you have Tia, I already see the team. Tia, Litter, who gives another massive attack buff, Naga, who gives another massive attack buff, and then also oh my god, it's gonna go crazy, trust me. It's gonna be insane, bro. You guys let me know what you think. Hopefully this is something that you guys were aware of. If you weren't, hopefully this was helpful. Again, I'll be live, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace.